Hey, beautiful biscuits. How is your day going? I bet you love to scroll Instagram. You love to put fun photos up on Instagram because we all do. We are all Grampsters. We all love it. And as I've kind of gotten more into having Instagram and YouTube be my kind of professional work, it's really made me plan out and put a little bit more kind of detailed effort, I would call it, into how I want to take my photos. And it's fun because I started out in a photography background. That was my initial love. I mean, from the time I was pretty much Abraham's age, I have totally loved photography. I remember my dad gave me my first little point and shoot, little tiny black plastic film camera. Must have been like the cheapest little camera of all time. And I just started taking photos from there and loved it. Absolutely fell in love with photography. And it has been such a delight to come back and get to do photography in a more of a professional way, having loved it for so long and having thought, oh, maybe, I'm just not in a season where I'm going to do photography anymore. So we did our Vegas trip that you've seen our food videos on. And while I was there, I wanted to get photos for Instagram because I had 2 photo shoots for my Patreon page. And then I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to go out during the day and I'm going to get some Instagram photos. So I actually took some notes down because, goldfish brain, on ways that I stay organized because I'm traveling with kids and I'm trying to get work videos done and Patreon or OF account stuff created, and then I'm trying to keep everybody entertained and occupied and safe, and then I also want to do my Instagram. So it's a lot of things to juggle. The first thing I do is I definitely pack my outfits in my backpack. I used to be really shy about, and I still am in a way, but really shy, like, oh, is it weird to bring a lot of outfits on hikes or travel things when I'm out and about? And now I just do. I actually use my backpack as my baby's diaper bag. I use it as my carry-all, and it has all my camera gear and my costume changes. So I'll travel with maybe 2 or 3. It really depends. Any more than 3 and it gets too bulky. But I'll stick them in there, so it's got to be things that won't wrinkle too poorly. And then I just carry them around, and they change into outfits as I go. So that if I'm filming or photographing a whole bunch for Instagram in one day, I can, change outfits. Maybe I can film some reels. One thing I do to make this easier is I have actually started, and this is so detail-oriented of me, I'm shocked that I do this now. I've actually started pre-researching my destinations to figure out what colors would look good, what angles, so that when I get there, and this is my mama brain doing this, when I get there I can be really efficient getting photos, because I don't have a couple hours to take a whole bunch of photos and to laze about. I've got between one snack time and the next that I can get photos done before the kids flip out and I can't get any done. So I pre-research, and I think that's really handy. You can research on Instagram. You can look up your destinations, if it's a hotel or if it's a park. Just make a file folder on your computer, and I make notes to myself, and I'll break down, my locations of which outfit do I think would be good with it, what time of day, and then I'll kind of put a timeline of let's start here and we'll work our way this way. For Vegas, we kind of did let's start this way and we'll work our way towards the buffet, because Abraham had never gotten to try buffet food, and that was kind of my strategy to keep everybody entertained, but to let me get my photos. Oh, so you know what else I do? So for a lot of my photos recently, this wasn't until Pear, I have been attaching a miniature flexi tripod to my stroller and taking photos with that, because I have found that I'm always pushing the stroller and she will fall asleep in it frequently when I'm pushing her in the stroller. Or if not, I just have it around and it's one less thing to have to carry the big tripod. So I've been taking a ton of photos from the stroller tripod. I will say probably I'm going to start packing the tripod again, because you can get a lot more different angles with the tripod. The stroller, that's your stationary, your one spot. You can't really change the height a lot or the angle too much. But it's super handy if you just want to be able to take photos on a walk. It is so good to have a flexi tripod that just attaches to the back end of the stroller. I love it. So for me, I don't stress over whether the kids have matching outfits for photos, if they're in the photos. I actually purposefully will take family photos, keep those just for me to share with my family, and then I take Instagram photos that tend to be more just me. Baby Pear will be in the photos more frequently than I actually prefer, just because she needs to be held a lot, and I don't want to leave her screaming in a stroller to take an Instagram photo. So sometimes I'll try to position it where like I'm at an angle so you can't quite see her. Abraham loves to be in photos. He is such a photo monkey. He wants to be in all the videos, and I really try to be cautious in that, you know, I don't want him splashed all over social media. I love posting about him. I would post only photos of my kids online because that's what I love most. But just for like their privacy, not even a safety issue, just their privacy, as I really try to be conscious of not stressing out and going, I need perfect family content. How will people know that my family's happy if I don't take a photo of it? So I try to really be mellow and remember that creatively for my Instagram photos, you know, I've purposely made a conscious decision to not include my children as much as I would love to, so that they can kind of have their own private world as they grow up, you know. But these were really handy things while I was running around Vegas, because it let me get some super fun photos that I was very happy about, without spending a whole too much time doing it, and without letting any of the kids really flip out, because I did pre-planning. I packed my outfit so I could get multiple photos in one go, and then I really tried to just time it. Like some of my photos, you know, we were at the, I think it was the Bellagio maybe, we were taking photos, and Pear fell asleep in the stroller, and I was like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna spend a few minutes grabbing some photos while she's sleeping. It's perfect timing, you know. Normally I would bring snacks to keep Abraham entertained while I take photos. This is what I've always done when we travel. Right now with a lot of mask stuff, that can be hard to do. So now it's kind of the promise of, we'll go eat a snack when we're done in like half an hour, you know. But definitely break it up into increments. If you are a traveling mama or just trying to take photos around the house that you want for Instagram, break it up into doable segments, and it's so much better that way, I gotta say. I hope this inspires you to go out and feel less burdened if you are a creator and you're trying to make all this beautiful content. You have these images in your head, and it can be hard to do that exactly when you are a mama, because there's so many things pulling on you all at once. So just, you know, have reasonable expectations and have fun with it. That's what I feel like. People get really stressed about posting on Instagram, and if it's not joyful, why are you letting it be a focus of your life? And that's something that I've really tried to make an important point in my mind the last couple of years, that if you're creating content, it should be joyful. You know, it's so much more fun that way. Chase happiness, not just all the likes and all the follows that you can get, because at the end of the day, I think you'll get better followers, you'll get much more wonderful engagement if you're doing things that just make you joyful, and that creativity isn't just about a checklist, but about making life as a mama fun and playful. I'll see you in the next video. I will definitely see you over at Instagram. Go see all of our fun Vegas photos that I've started posted on there. I'm so glad that we take these photos, and I love getting to look back on them and go, oh yeah, I remember that. It's been such a joy and a gift to have Instagram, to scroll back through and see all of our travels and adventures together as a family. I love it. I'll see you around. I love you, biscuits. I hope you are feeling joyful and like you are going to have an inspired, creative year, whether it's just family snapshots or full-time creator mode, that you are feeling inspired and joyful.